Hello friends, welcome to my channel Basic Network Book, which is BNB. So today's topic is types of VLAN and what are access VLAN and trunk links. Sorry, links and trunk links. So we are going to see one by one. So as I said, the types of VLAN. Let me introduce the types of VLAN. So these are the types of VLAN: default VLAN, native VLAN, management VLAN, data VLAN, and voice VLAN. So these are the types of VLAN you can configure on your switch, and we were going to see one by one in a small lab using a Cisco packet tracer tool, and then we will move on to the types of VLAN links. There are two types of links basically, which is access link and trunk link. So these are the two types of VLAN links. So let's go ahead and create a small lab. So this is my Cisco packet tracer tool in which I'm going to use a small lab. So I have PC1 and PC2 and switch. Let's connect them to create VLANs, types of VLANs, everything. So you can see this switch with 24 ports. So I'm going to use the first port connecting to the PC1 and the second port connecting, sorry, this is okay, connecting to the PC2. So you can see FA0/2 is there. Okay. So now let's assign IP address 1.1.1 for this PC, and this PC can be 1.1.1.100. Okay. So this PC will be able to ping each other because let's go here and check the PC is assigned already, and this needs to be changed to 100. Okay. So we have assigned the IP address. Let's check whether we are able to ping 100, sorry, 1. So it's pingable. So you have configured these IPs. Similarly, you will be able to ping from here to the other PC, ping.1.1.100. It's pinging. So they are belong to the same subnet, so they are pinging, but they are connected via switch. So but still we are able to ping. How? Because the switch has a default VLAN on which these two ports which are connected to these two PCs belong to. We can see that using show VLAN. See here. So there is a default VLAN in every switch, which is in Cisco switches is VLAN 1. So if you see here, VLAN 1 is the default VLAN, and all the ports currently are active and associated with this default VLAN. So they are belong to the default VLAN only. So if you take fast Ethernet 0/1 and 0/2, which is connected to PC1 and 2, they are also belong to the VLAN 1. That's why we are able to ping each other in this connection. So let's see. So we have seen what is default VLAN here. And of course, there are other default VLANs. These are all other inbuilt VLANs for this. This is for Ethernet VLAN 1. Similarly, this VLAN, inbuilt VLAN 1002 is for FDDI default, and token ring it is 1003 and 1004 for FDDI net, and 1005 for TRNet. So that's how you can see the default VLANs in your switch by putting show VLAN command. Okay. So and currently all the ports are associated with the default VLAN. So let's assume we are going to configure one of the type of VLAN. Let's say I'm going to assign a management VLAN. I'm going to configure a management VLAN. How we can configure? Just go to configuration mode and then type VLAN and then VLAN number. Let's give for the management VLAN, let's give 99 as the management VLAN, and then you can see the name. So you can name the VLAN which you have configured as MGMT VLAN. That's it. End. So now go to show VLAN. So you will see a management VLAN has been configured and it is active, but there are no ports assigned to this created VLAN, which is the management VLAN. So what we are going to do now is, let's say these two ports connected to these two PCs or belong to the same VLAN, which is a default VLAN, VLAN 1. Let's assume that I'm going to configure or I'm going to assign this particular PC as a PC's port to the management port. That is configuration mode, and then go to VLAN 99 sorry, so we have configured VLAN. If you see the running configuration, so the PC 1.1.1.100 is belong to fast Ethernet 2. So we need to go to configuration mode and then go to that interface fast Ethernet 0/2 and then type this command switch port access VLAN. Switch port, first you can give switch port mode access. So that means we will talk about what is access. This link is an access link which is dedicated to a specific VLAN. Similarly, this we are going to configure a different VLAN. If you assign this port, then that is going to be a different access link for that VLAN. So we are configuring a switch port mode access as this interface access link, and then switch port access VLAN. Then you have to give the VLAN name number, VLAN number, which is 99 for the management. We are going to assign this PC to the management and then end. So now we can see show run. So this particular interface which is connected to PC 1.1.1.100 is assigned to the management VLAN 99, and we have made this link as a access link of the VLAN. So let's check again. Let's go back to this PC and again try to ping the PC 1.1.100. It will not ping. Why? Because though they belong to the same subnet, they all belong to different VLANs. Because if you see the switch now, show VLAN, this particular port which is 1.1.1.1 PC belong to is fast Ethernet 1 is VLAN 1, which is a default VLAN, whereas the VLAN which we created management VLAN 99 has been assigned with the port which is FA 0/2, which is belong to this PC connected to the switch. That's why they belong to two different VLANs. They are not able to communicate each other. So there are two ways to communicate to establish a communication between these two PCs, though belong to the same different VLANs. That is, you can either use an inter-VLAN concept or you can go for a layer 3 switch here. So the inter-VLAN concept is like when you want to achieve an inter-VLAN communication between these two devices belong to the two different VLANs, you have to introduce a layer 3 device which is called a router or a layer or any layer 3 device which is router. Normally you have to connect the router in order to communicate between these two different VLANs because they belong to two different subnets. Usually VLAN is nothing but a single broadcast domain. Let's say this particular PC in a single broadcast domain which is a subnet, and this is another subnet. That's why they are not able to communicate each other, and we need a router to communicate between these two networks. If not router, you can go for an inbuilt routing capability switch which is called layer 3 switch, which does VLAN routing, that is inter-VLAN routing. So that's how we can make communication between these two devices from the two different VLANs. So going forward, we will be able to see further on what is the native VLAN, what is data VLAN, what is voice VLAN, all those things we will be seeing in the next video. So as of now, we have covered a default VLAN, how to configure a default VLAN or how to assign a port to the default VLANs, and how to configure management VLAN and assign ports to them, and how to make communication between these two different VLANs. We have seen a solution called inter-VLAN routing. So going forward, we will be putting all the videos belong to these topics. So please stay tuned, and thanks for listening to this video. I hope this video is useful to you. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, comment and share.